Good afternoon. Welcome back to Maritime Law class. Today we shall begin from relevant treaties and protocols which are prevalent in the maritime industry, especially that which relates to the International Maritime Organization. Today's explanation was coined as of our last update. As of our last update in January 2020. There are several important treaties and protocols under the purview of the International Maritime Organization. They play a crucial role in regulating various aspects of international shipping. These treaties cover issues such as safety of life at sea, prevention of pollution, training and certification of seafarers, and more. This is important. Note that the standards of international maritime agreements may change, and new treaties may have been adopted or amendments made since our last public. Here are some of the key treaties and protocols relevant to the International Maritime Organization. There are a whole list of key treaties and protocols that are very much relevant to the International Maritime Organization, the ISA. The key treaties and protocols relevant to the International Maritime Organization. 1. You have the safety of life at sea. The solar. Two, you have the International Convention. Convention for the prevention of pollution from ships. You have the standards of training. Certification, and watch keeping. For seafarers, and the acronym here is SCCW. This is of course another convention. First one here is the International Maritime Dangerous Code. The IMDG. international ship and port facilities. Security. ISPS code. That's the ballast water management. C3W Convention. International Load Line Convention. And the International Convention on Service. There are a whole lot of treaties and protocols that are relevant to the International Maritime Organization. We shall treat at least 8 of them, and if time permits, we treat beyond that. The safety of life at sea. The acronym here is the SOLA. It is one of the most important treaties addressing the safety of ships. It establishes minimum safety standards for ships, including design, how it's going to look like, the construction, small, big, medium, and the right, the equipment, the materials that will be needed, and of course the operational requirements. The convention has been amended several times to reflect the suit technological advancements and emerging safety concerns. The International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships seeks to address the prevention of pollution, as the name suggests, from ships, and setting out regulations to control various types of pollution, including oil, chemicals, and sewage. It includes annexes that focus on specific pollution prevention measures. From the World International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships. Ships fly through the sea. As such, pollution is likely to be dropped on the sea, ranging from chemicals, oil, and sewage. The establishment of this convention seeks to prevent such from happening and find a lasting solution to curb such challenge. The third one here is the standards of training certification and watchkeeping for seafarers. The essence of this is to set minimum training, certification, and watchkeeping standards. Seafarers, they are trained and they are issued certificates at the end in the training program, and therefore they act as watchdogs to adequately have trained personnel who are qualified to perform their duties, to perform the tasks assigned to them safely, effectively, and efficiently. We have the International Maritime Dangerous Goods, the IMDG, which provides guidelines or the safe transportation, movement of dangerous goods by sea. It therefore includes provisions of the classification, the packaging, labeling, the identification, and documentation of goods, the dangerous goods, to prevent accidents and protect the marine environment. International Ship and Port Facility Security, the ISPS. The set of security measures aimed at enhancing the security of ships and port facilities. It was developed in response to the heightened security concerns in the maritime industry. Perhaps there have been a lot of ethics, problems, challenges with regards to security in the maritime industry. Therefore, this code, so to speak, was coined, was established, was promulgated to cater for security concerns ravaging the maritime industry. We have the Ballast Water Management Convention. It addresses the management and control of ballast water to prevent the spread of harmful aquatic organisms. It establishes standards and measures for the treatment and discharge of ballast water. The International Load Line Convention establishes the rules and regulations for the marking of ships with load lines to ensure their safety and stability under different loading options. The different loading conditions. The loading of goods, items, the cargo, among others. The convention establishes the rules, the regulations, the ways for the marking, the identification of ships, load lines to ensure safety and stability under different loading conditions. We have conditions A, B, and C that will be applicable when necessary. The International Convention on Civil Liability for Oil Pollution Damage, CLC. It addresses the liability of ship owners for oil pollution. The oil pollution damage resulting from spills of persistent oil dropped on sea. It establishes a compensation program, pattern, regime for victims of oil pollution. This convention seeks to address the liability of ship owners for pollution or damages resulting from persistent oil or spills on the sea. As far as where that happens, compensation is being done for victims of the oil pollution. We have the International Convention on Liability and Compensation for Damage in connection with the carriage of hazardous and noxious substances by sea. As the name suggests, hazardous, dangerous, noxious, poisonous substances. The HNS Convention addresses the liability and compensation for damage or loss resulting from the carriage of dangerous and poisonous substances by the sea. Self-explanatory. We also have the International Convention on Salvage. The Private Convention establishes the rights and obligations of salvors and ship owners regarding the provision of salvage services. These treaties and protocols represent a subset of the comprehensive regulatory framework developed by the IMO to promote safety, security, and environmental protection in international shipping. Member states are encouraged to ratify and implement these agreements in compliance with social for the effective regulation of the maritime industry. It is vital to check the latest IMO for publication or official sources for updates on international maritime treaties and protocols. The present status of the International Maritime Organization, as of our update here in 2022, continues to be a vital international regulatory body overseeing various aspects of maritime safety, security, and environmental protection. The organization has been actively engaged in addressing emerging challenges in the maritime industry and promoting sustainable and efficient shipping practices. That will lead us to talk about the essential aspects, the key aspects of the present status of the IMO, ranging from leadership to membership, the key focus areas, regulatory development, digitalization and innovation, the green shipping initiative, pandemic response, collaboration with industry stakeholders, the global awareness and outreach, as well as future initiatives. Key aspects of the present status of the IMO, that is the International Maritime Organization. Leadership. Membership. Key focus areas. Regulatory development. Digitalization. Brain shaping initiatives. Pandemic response. Collaboration with industry stakeholders. Global awareness and outreach. Future initiatives. We then explain them one after the other. Leadership. It is led by the Secretary General, elected by the IMO Assembly. As of our last update, Mr. Kim, a South Korean national, is serving as the Secretary of the IMO. The Secretary General is supported by the IMO Secretariat as the leadership of the present status of the IMO. The membership has a global membership. The IMO has a global membership comprising of 125 member states and 3 associate members. The organization continues to work collaboratively with its member states and various stakeholders in the maritime industry. Again, the IMO has a global membership of 125 member states and 3 associate members, and they continue to work assiduously, collaboratively, tirelessly with its member states and with other various stakeholders in the maritime industry. Now, the key focus areas include its core objectives, including the enhancement of safety at sea, also the prevention of pollution from ships, the training and certification of seafarers, and the development of regulations to address emerging challenges. The regulatory development. The IMO regularly reviews and updates existing conventions and codes. And by doing so, they develop new regulations to address contemporary issues. The organization then adopts amendments and additions to conventions such as the SORAS, the MAPO, and the SCCW, the safety of life at sea, that is for the SOLAS, and for the MAPO is the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, and the SCCW is the standard of training, certification, and watchkeeping of seafarers. To keep them in line with technological advancements and industry needs. We also have the digitalization and innovation. The IMO is actively exploring opportunities for digitalization and innovation in the maritime sector. This includes discussion on use of new technologies, electronic documentation, and digital platforms to improve efficiency and sustainability in shipping. Digitalization and innovation. Simply put, talks about advancements in technology. It further explains the use of new ways of doing things called technology. It's personal gradually of manual approach, whereby electronic documentation is employed, is used, and digital platforms to improve efficiency and sustainability in shipping. We also have the Green Shipping Initiative. Here, the environmental sustainability is a key focus area for the IMO, and efforts have been made to reduce the environmental impact of shipping, including measures to address greenhouse gas emissions, promote energy efficiency, and support the use of alternative fuels. We have the pandemic response. The maritime industry, like other sectors, has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The IMO has been involved in discussions and initiatives to address challenges faced by the shipping industry. Including issues related to crew changes, seafarer welfare, and the safe continuation of maritime operations during the pandemic. Next is the collaboration with industry stakeholders. The IMO collaborates closely with various industry stakeholders including shipping companies, classification societies, non-governmental organizations, and intergovernmental organizations. This collaborative approach ensures that regulations are practical, effective, and implemented globally. Global awareness and outreach. This is done by engaging in global awareness campaigns to highlight the importance of maritime industry and the role of international regulations in ensuring its safety, security, and sustainability. The future initiative. The IMO is expected to continue working on future initiatives, future plans that address evolving challenges in the maritime sector, including digital transformation, the reduction of emissions, and the promotion of sustainable practices, best global and sustainable practices. It's important to note that the information provided here is based on our last update for January 2022, and there may have been developments or changes since then. We therefore implore you, everyone listening, we recommend that you visit the official IMO website or other authoritative sources for current updates. We then move on to legal instruments for the International Maritime Organization. I want to talk about some of the aspects, the key aspects of the present status of the IMO. They all have the same key aspects of like leadership, membership, key focus areas, the regulatory development, digitalization and innovation, the green shipping initiatives, the pandemic response, the collaboration with industry stakeholders, the global awareness and outreach, as well as the future initiatives. Here I want to talk about them as earlier stated. They have the same key aspects as of the present status. The same membership, the same everything. Let's touch them briefly. The leadership is being led by the Secretary General. And as of our last update, Mr. Kita claimed a South Korean national, the 7th as the Secretary, and is supported by the IMO Secretariat. Membership containing 125 member states and 3 associate members. They work tirelessly for the development of the maritime industry. The key focus areas, same thing, the regulatory development has been explained under the present status, same for digitalization and innovation, among others. With that, we then move on to Module 2, which is maritime zones and boundaries, the territorial sea. The territorial waters, also known as the territorial sea, refer to the belt of coastal waters extending from the baseline, usually the low water line along the coast of the coastal state, out to a certain limit. The definition and extent of territorial waters are subject to international law and the sovereign rights of coastal states. Here is a basic definition. Okay? You have the territorial waters. The territorial waters are the waters under the sovereignty of a coastal state, extending outward from its baseline. Now, the extent of territorial waters is commonly recognized to be up to 12 nautical miles from the baseline. Nautical miles means NN as a short form, as established by the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. There are key points related to territorial waters. I mean, so that territorial water is also called territorial sea. Territorial waters, also known as territorial seas, are waters under the sovereignty of the coastal state, extending outward from its baseline. and we have some key points related to territorial waters. You have the baseline. You have the sovereignty. You have the innocent passage. You have the exclusive sovereign right. You have the contiguous zone. Let us explain them one after the other. Although we are running out of time, at least we should be able to explain one or two. That is great. You have the baseline. Talks about the fact that the baseline from which the breadth of the territorial sea is measured is typically the low water line. It's typically the low water line along the coast. However, certain adjustments may be made in accordance with international law. Two, that's the sovereignty. The coastal states exercise full sovereignty dominance over their territorial waters. Subject to the right of innocent passage for foreign vessels as recognized by international law. The sovereignty, the area, the jurisdiction, the location. The coastal states exercise full sovereignty, full dominance, full control over their territorial waters. And this is subject to the right of innocent passage for foreign vessels. And this is as recognized by the international law. And with that, we have come to the end of today's lecture. When next we meet, we shall continue from the essential key points related to territorial waters. Thank you all for listening.